Hello everybody. So I am currently at home. It's midweek. It is Thursday. I keep thinking it's Friday. And I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I have a mama duck in my hanging basket outside the kitchen, and she has been incubating her eggs now for I think about 28 days. So any day now they're gonna hatch, and I stood outside just a minute ago and I can literally hear the tiny squeaks of the ducklings, either inside the eggs or they're hatching. Something's going on. I'm no expert, obviously, but I have learned so much in this process, like researching and just watching. It's so incredible. So this is the third batch of ducklings that this mama has had this year, which is super sad because the first two batches didn't survive. Unfortunately, there is a lot of birds of prey around here, and yeah, it's difficult for them to survive. But anyway, I think any day now we are gonna have a new batch of ducklings, and it's gonna be the cutest thing ever, and hopefully I'll get to show you. If not, tomorrow. I don't know how long this takes once you start hearing them, but hopefully it'll be soon and it'll be really cute. So our mama duck has hatched 4 ducklings, just 4 ducklings this time, and today is the day. They've all hatched and she's now trying to get them down from the hanging basket. You can probably hear her shouting at them. So I'm going to leave them for a little bit, see what happens, but it may be that I go and get a Tupperware box, put the ducklings in that and put them on the ground for her. She's very loud, but it's very cute. I'm sad there's only 4 ducklings because there's a lot of eggs there. So obviously a few of them haven't hatched. I don't know if this is normal because it's like her third batch of ducklings. So yeah, there's 4 little ducklings in this batch. Hopefully, fingers crossed, at least one will survive. Hello everybody, it is now the 29th of August, so this vlog is definitely a bit all over the place, but we are off for a wild camp. I think I have found the most perfect spot. Oh my gosh. Wild horses, they're kind of in my space though. The midges are out in full force. Can you see them? Right above me. Ah! Okay, so I'm gonna set up my tent, and this is my lovely spot. This is actually the same tent that I've had for years. It's the OEX, is it Fox 2? Yeah, oh no, Fox 1 version 2. But it's the one that literally looks like a coffin, and it's tiny. Like it literally just fits you in it, and then your back has to sort of sit outside. Luckily we've got nice weather this evening, so my bag should be okay outside. But still, it's very like closed in, and I'm not claustrophobic, but I can imagine like that is a similar feeling, and yeah, I'm not a fan. I know that there's another one from OEX that's like the similar size but a different design, and it's sort of like an arch. Still one-man tent, but it's got an entranceway on it as well, and I think that's what I want, so I might swap it up for that. But yeah, let's get this started. But yeah, this is me all set up now. I'm slightly annoyed because I've left my tripods in the car, so I'm just having to hold my camera, which is fine. It's a beautiful sunset. I can sort of see the sunset is over that side of the hill, so what I can see in front of me is just like the refraction of the colours in the sky, which is really lovely. It's nice to just sit and take it all in. I feel like I haven't had a minute to chill. Like, it is stressful doing something like this when you haven't done it in a very long time, and especially if you've never done it before. It's a lot, but it's important to just take your time when you're doing it. And like, oh, I've got horse poo on me. Great. It's important to just take these little minutes, like a little time out to just catch your breath and take in your surroundings and appreciate what you're doing, and remember the reason why you're doing it, which is to be in nature and have like a moment to yourself, and just, at least for me anyway, it's like reconnecting with who we are. And for me, there's definitely, I can't go probably 2 days without, maybe even a day. I need to be outside in nature at least every day. 24/7, all the time. I'll be here, please. But yeah, it is important to get out there, because this is who we are, this is where we came from, and I think a lot of people have forgotten that. In fact, I know they have. If I've not been outside for however long, I can feel it. I know. I'm like, what's wrong with me? And I always forget. I'm gonna come out here and I'm like, that's what was wrong with me. I've not been back to my home for a while. It's so quiet. So I just did a little run up the hill from my little tent setup to see if I could still see the horses, to take some pics of them. And of course I only have my 50mm lens with me, and they have walked away quite a bit, so They are just off in the distance now, which is a shame, but I'm sure I will see them again one day. But yes, the aim of this camp anyway was to just get out again, and yeah, I guess get used to the feeling of camping on my own again, because it's something that I want to do a lot more of, because it really helps with confidence, self-esteem, all of those things, and just getting out in the outdoors on your own is a really great feeling. It's so good for you. So yeah, just being at one in nature, which is honestly the happiest that you will ever see me. But yeah, I have this little puddle of water to myself, which I think will look so lovely with sunrise in the morning. I absolutely love the heather at the moment. So the heather is out and it is blooming so strong, lovely purple to match the sky. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm gonna have some peppermint tea and get settled in for the night. And I think the main footage from this camp, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, will be with sunrise in the morning. So yeah, I might end this here or not, we'll see, probably will, and I'll catch you in the morning. So I don't really know if you can even see me anymore, but this is what I mean with this tent. So this is my entranceway. This is my bag that can't fit in the tent, so I put it in the mini entranceway. And I pull the flap over. It doesn't even really cover the bag. It's just really frustrating. Oh my gosh. Imagine a wild horse stood here with a beaming sunrise. Oh. Manifesting it, guys. This is what I want when I wake up. And a good night's sleep. Okay, hey guys. So this is the first ever solo wild camp that I have abandoned. So it was for a few different reasons, but the main one absolutely was comfort. So I'm gonna call this wild camp a gear test. So because it's been so long, I wanted to test my gear, okay? So that's what we're gonna call it. And I abandoned ship at like 10 o'clock at night because 1, I wasn't far from home. 2, it wasn't like a major adventure, expedition, any of this. It was just a little camp. So for me, there was no reason for me to get all irritated and anxious of not being able to sleep because I was uncomfortable. It just made more sense for me to just pack up, go home, get a good night's sleep and reevaluate my gear to actually then head back out and have an enjoyable wild camp. Like, it's not like I had to camp. I wasn't on an adventure where I had to battle my mindset, my brain, any of this, and actually get through it and power through it. It was a really good test for my gear and what I needed. So my camp mat I was using was my Anter mat that I'd had literally, oh my god, probably 4 years, 3 or 4 years now, and it deflates all the time. And it wasn't that I forgot, I just thought that it'd be fine, but no, it was deflating. And also when I actually put my tent up, I must have like adjusted it slightly because I was on a hill, and like, you saw the video of me lying down and putting my thumbs up being like, yeah, this is great. I must have shifted it as I was putting it up. So a lesson learned, even though I already know not to shift my tent once I found the spot, you know, but it must have just happened. So I was on a hill and I didn't really want to get back out the tent and like repeg it and stuff. Like, it was more effort than it was worth, because it, like, as I've said, I didn't need to be camping. Like, it would have been great, but you know, it was all a bit too much. So I just decided to go home and make a note of what new gear I needed. Another one was also my pillow. So maybe it was because I was on the hill as well, but I just could not get like comfy on the pillow. Like, I had my jacket on my pillow and, you know, I was trying to get myself sorted, but it just wasn't working. So yeah, I abandoned ship. So today I have come to go outdoors, and I'm actually having quite a nostalgic moment, because this was the go outdoors that I was invited to. The opening of this store I was invited to a couple of years ago now. And yeah, I was just really nostalgic walking around the store and remembering, and yeah, cover of the store opening. So that was really great. But anyway, I went in and I got myself a new camping mat, because I was looking online, and yes, I understand why camping mats are so expensive, but they're still so expensive. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's still a lot of money. If I had to invest, then I had to invest, but I thought I'll go outdoors and I'll see what the situation is, because then I can actually see the mats in front of me as well and weigh up whether they're thick enough, because I really want a thick mat. Like, there's no point being uncomfortable if the gear is available and I can be more comfortable on my camps. Like, that's what I have come to terms with. I feel like when I first started solo camping, first started adventuring on my own, all these things, I felt like I had to do it in the most hardcore, uncomfortable way possible and fight through it and prove to people that I could do that, which is absolutely absurd. If you know what you need to have a comfortable adventure, a comfortable camp, a comfortable expedition, if you know what you need to actually, you know, just get through life comfortably, you know what it is that, you know, the very basics. I'm not talking take a microwave up a hill sort of thing, no. I'm talking about things that will add a little bit of comfort for you and make you feel a little bit more relaxed and chilled out, and you can actually get the most out of your adventure. So that for me is comfort when I'm sleeping, because for somebody that also had sleep anxiety when they were younger, sometimes that does come back, and I really don't want it to come back when I'm on a solo wild camp, you know. Like, I want to enjoy the experience, because it's something that can be quite difficult as it is. So yeah, I actually did come across a camp mat at a reasonable price, at the Go Outdoors price. How much was this? So the camp mats that I've been looking at online were anywhere between 100, 250, 300, and obviously they can go up from there as well. But this one was, I think, £65, and it is the OEX Ultralight Flux 7R. So it has a thermal R value of 7.2 as well, which will be really, really good in winter, because the higher the R value, the warmer that it is as well. So it also means I might not have to take my actual mat that I take, like the silver, well, it's there, the silver reflectant mat. So this might actually mean that I don't need to take that, so I can be a bit more, you know, I won't have this big roll of foil on my backpack when I'm out, which is really good. I really like that. So yeah, this was already blown up and like on the stand, so I could see how thick it was, which also was absolutely, like, I looked at it and just thought that's perfect, and I'm very excited to get this out and test. And then I got an additional pillow, which it's a high gear one, which is the same as my red one that I have currently, but the one I have currently is, this one's a blow up one, so the one I have currently is just like fabric and with padding cushioning inside, which is fine, and it has done me really well in the past, and I have slept with it really well in the past. But I don't know, again, it might be because I was on that hill, I don't know why, on whenever it was, a few days ago, don't know why I just really struggled with it on this recent camp. So I feel like I'm going to take both this and the fabric cushion with me on my next wild camp, because then I can compare. Two, if they both work together, that's great, because they are both very small, like they pack up really small. And this one, yeah, this is a blow up one, and you can adjust, you know, how much that you blow into the pillow. And I think this is really silly. You don't have to blow your mat up all the way, and you don't have to blow your pillows up all the way to the point where they're springy and like really hard. Like, you just put enough air in to the point where it's comfortable for you. So I like that you can sort of personalise your pillow and your little mattress situation. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna take this gear and do another solo wild camp. We'll test it on the next solo wild camp. Hello everybody. So it is now a few weeks later and I am back out. I'm out ready for my solo camp. I'm currently just scouting the areas because there's been a lot of rain. So I'm wondering whether to stay in this area or to go and try and find somewhere new. So my original camp spot, which is that way, with the lovely little pond, I needed to double check what the situation was, if it had like risen in height, if it was boggy around the edges where I originally had my tent and all of that, and also whether to double check whether it was actually flat. And now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I actually don't really see a flat area apart from one tiny bit. So maybe I was just being delusional when I was setting up camp last time. So I'm having a look around a bit further to see if there's anywhere else a bit flatter, with equally stunning views, where I'll get sunrise in the morning too. So let's have a look, shall we? This is looking a little bit more secluded and a lot of flat areas, but it is right on a path, if you can see. Still beautiful. Oh, can you see the horses? Hello. There are so many wild horses around this time. So I seem to be walking further and further downhill into the valley, which isn't really working for me because it's getting boggier, and obviously a lot more slanted. So no flat ground really to be seen. So I think the original camp space is going to be the one. But yeah, maybe this time, or hopefully this time, I'm going to be a lot more comfortable because of the new camping mat. Hopefully. I'm really excited to try it out actually. I also have both my pillows. Alright. Yeah? You good? I know. Why are you coming towards me? Hey? This is a little cutie, but... What? What? You okay? Okay, so it really is ridiculous the size of my pack for just one night. I couldn't be bothered packing stuff inside. Last minute I was like, oh, I need that, just pin it to the bag, it's fine. Yeah, I'm quite excited. The sky is just so beautiful. I mean, look at these clouds. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get the tent up as quickly as possible, so then I can make some peppermint tea and just enjoy the evening. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold fire on any like photography or anything till the morning because I'm losing light really. And yeah, just want to relax, enjoy the evening. There are a lot of horseshoe footprints around here since I was last here, so I might have some visitors. Hopefully they don't step on me in the night. Hopefully. Guys, we are getting seriously lucky with this sky and the moon. The moon, oh my gosh, look. I'm very happy. I need to finish putting this tent up. I keep getting distracted. I did just blow up my new mat, and I'm not gonna lie, it did take me a very long time. It probably took me about 10 minutes, maybe a bit more. It's not quick to blow up at all with like the hand roll blow up system. But I mean, I didn't pay amazing money for it. It was good money. So we'll just see how the sleep goes, I guess. So that is me, all set up. Oh, I've missed a guide rope. That's okay. You don't need it. There's not any wind or rain forecast tonight, this evening. And that is already very taut. So yeah, I'll tie it up when I get back because I'm just going for a little wander. Yes, it's going dark, but it's only 8 o'clock. I'm not tired, so I'm just going to take in the scenes until it gets like unable to cope with the darkness, if that makes sense. I'm going to sneeze, so I can't focus. Oh, something's hit me. So I'm gonna leave it there. I've just been spooked by a horse and I'm really worried that they're gonna trample me in my sleep. So this is great. It's exactly what I need to get a good night's sleep. Hopefully they're not gonna come back. They know I'm here. But we'll see. I'm gonna try and get some sleep now. It's getting cold. Good morning, everybody. That was an interesting night's sleep. It's a beautiful sunrise this morning. I can't see the actual sun, but I can see the rest of the sky. Because the hill in front of me is blocking the actual sunrise. But yeah, it was a good night's sleep. Like, I got some sleep. That's what I class as a good night's sleep. So yeah, I had some very weird dreams. I probably started getting to sleep at around 3 a.m. because my mind was playing tricks on me. Oh, the reason I'm filming on my Canon is because my phone died, and it died at around 2 a.m. because I saw it flash up and then disappear weirdly, which stressed me out because I thought, well, I don't have an alarm now. I thought, you know what, I know I'm gonna not sleep, like I'm not gonna be a heavy sleeper tonight anyway, and I'm not really, which is true. I woke up exactly when I needed to, 6 a.m. So I probably got 4 hours sleep, but we'll see what my ring says when I look at the app. Yeah, so I was definitely cold at times, so right before bed I made a hot water bottle, and I also wore this extra sleeping bag liner, which actually worked a treat in the end, and I was super cozy.
So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the morning now. I'm going to give my face a wipe as well because I just feel really groggy, which is not good. I don't like feeling like that.